Hey everyone, Rideshare Reseller Mike, and tonight we're going to talk a little bit about how you can source while under quarantine and still be safe and all that other stuff, but how you can pick up some things and make it work. So I'm going to show you, I'm going to show you 19 items that I have here, plus one special item that you'll see at the end. Now the video says free. 19 of them were free. One of them cost me all of $30. Okay, so a $30 item, and this one special item, I turned into 20 items. Basically, I turned it into $957. $957. Okay, so I spent. It's going to be the way the math works. You'll see it at the end. It's kind of weird. It's kind of interesting. I actually got paid $10 to pick up all these items, if you think of it in a weird way. Okay, so you'll have to watch the video. So anyhow, how I've been doing this. I've been using local apps, local area apps. I think you all have Nextdoor, Facebook Marketplace, which I don't have right now. So I do have a Facebook account, but I don't have the Marketplace. It doesn't show up. So I'm at a little disadvantage on that end. Offer up, let go, those kind of things. But I've been really having success with the local area one, Nextdoor. And I've been running some ads. And the ads that I'm running are basically need cash. If you need cash and you have things you want to sell or you want to give away, I'm here to help you out. I'll pick it up. The ad reads, I'll pick it up. Very safe, off your driveway, off your porch, no contact, all that kind of stuff. And I usually just pick them up within my neighborhood of about 3 to 5 miles, no more than that. I really haven't ventured out any further, and I pick these items up. And you'll be amazed at what people will give away to you. You'll see here in a second some of the items that I picked up. All right? So let's get right into it. Let's take a look and see what items I garnered for basically free, and it was free. All right, so the first items up are, I'm going to show you, they're just going to scroll by the screen, are pretty basic. I had a lady who, what's really good too about the Nextdoor or any of these other apps, sometimes they will come into you prior, so their item won't even hit the Nextdoor app as free or anything. You will get like first pick. A lot of people will do that. They just don't want to put the ad up. They'll say, hey, will you come get it, and so forth. So anyhow, this one lady hit me up and she said, hey, I've got all this stuff. And I was like, whoa, look at this. Wii Games, a Wii system, a stereo, a CD turner, a tape deck, a Wii balance board. That was all from one individual. And I got all of that for free. You're going to see that in here. It's sold. They all sold within like a week. Right now, I really didn't realize it until my friend Brian told me that, he goes, think about it. Nobody can buy a video game. I wasn't thinking that way. So the king, if you have video games, you're the king. You just can't walk into a GameStop. You can go into a Target, I guess, and a Walmart. So people are buying all these games online. So she gave me 15 Wii games. I had 15, and I think I've sold all but 2. And I don't even have all of them up here. So there's only going to show a few here as they go by. You're only going to see about 6. And then another lady gave away a box of DVDs, and I've sold some of those. So you're going to see a couple of DVDs and a couple of Wii games. So I got those for free. So they'll be flashing by as I'm talking here. And amazing, right? At this point, beggars can't be choosers. So, those $6, $8, $10 sales are good. If you can get those, they add up. Like if I sold 12 of those Wii games at an average of $10 profit, it was $120, right? You see that I did $950 worth on this whole lot of what I've got, not just from her, from other people. So we'll go ahead and take a look at everything else. So you might see me look away just to get the item that we're looking at. All right. Okay, this is a really cool item. This is so funny. I'm sitting here at night, and I'm talking to one of my people, and she has a TV, and I'm not really interested in the TV or the TV stand. Those are two things I didn't buy. TVs or TV stands. Just, nothing no money involved in that. So she says, hey, I got a subwoofer. Well, I didn't think about the subwoofer. So finally I got back to her and I said, okay, well, what kind of subwoofer is it? And it was a Martin Logan Dynamo 500. I'm kind of peeking at my screen. And you'll see it's up here. Anyhow, I looked it up and it was had some value on it. And I asked, well, what are you asking for? She said, no, I want free. I'll just give it to you. I got in my car. She was literally 6 blocks away. She had it on the driveway, picked it up, put it in my car. You can see that it sold for $110, $50 shipping, and it went to California. How lucky for me. So I made $25 on the shipping. So I made $134 off of a free item, free subwoofer of all things, right? Really, really kind of a cool item. All right, I gotta go. Sorry, guys, I gotta go get another item here. Let me see what I want to do here with this computer. All right, here we go. All right, next up, here's the Wii system. This was the system that she gave me. She gave me this whole Wii system. It had 2 controllers, the gun, and a double charger, and a unit and all the cables. And this guy sold for $84.95 plus $20 shipping. I got it free. I mean, I think her pickup alone was at least $400 or $500 of this $950 for free. All right, let's take a look at the next item. Next item, okay, this was another one where a gentleman messaged me from the ad and said he had a bunch of cameras for free. He'd just leave them on his porch. He wouldn't even tell me what they were. I had no idea. So he wasn't too far away, so I said, I'll just go get them. And inside were 5 various cameras, a couple 35 millimeter, a JVC recorder, and a Camita, and something else. I believe I've sold 3 of the 5 already. This one here sold for $24.95. This JVC one, free. And I put it I'm putting most of these as read only. Read the description, and it's basically as is. And you'll never hear from them again because you sell it as is. No way I could test it. I didn't have any power. All right, let me look over here again. I'm doing something screwball. All right. This one came from my next door neighbor. She gave me 3 of these. These are for, like, lady bikes have the V cut in them, and they won't fit on car racks, so they have to have this. It's a tube extension. And my neighbor gave me 3 of these, and one just sold for $15 and shipping of $13.95. It goes in one of those medium tubes. You cut it down, so the shipping is really cheap. So I made about $18 off this guy. Because the shipping was only, I think, $9.95. So, hey, your next door neighbor, they might have something free. And this is what I got for free. All right, next up. All right, this was another item. Sony stereo receiver from the same lady who gave me the Wii. She gave me this. So this item here sold for $70 and $50 shipping. Excuse me. So another amazing little find for free from the same lady. And let's take a look at the next one. Same lady. This was included. It was a Wii balance board, and these all sold within a week. The Wii balance board sold for $19.95, and let's take a look, $16.95 for shipping. And it went to California, so I really needed this one to go to California because it was these things are a little heavy. I needed a little bit of luck on this one, and I got it. All right, now this one I love. This is the best one of them all. Guy puts up on Nextdoor. He's getting rid of rotors to I think this was a 2007. I can't remember what a car was. 2007, and I put that in there. But it goes with some other cars too. Rotors. Now, Saturday before Easter, he put it up. I looked, and there were some comps on Rock Auto, all that kind of stuff. 170, in that range. So I went over and picked them up, brought them home, and I realized I had forgotten there's a bag of metal clips. I needed those. Texted him back. He said he would leave those on his driveway. So after Easter, we had Easter here. I went over, and on the driveway were the bag of those clips, and you'll see that little plastic clips in the middle. So I go ahead, I put it up online. I said, look, I put it up for $139, and I ended up taking an offer of $124.95, and the reason being is this guy was in Arizona. These weighed 44 pounds, but the shipping was spot on, $24.95. That's what the shipping was, and I made $100 off of brakes, off of rotors for free. Crazy, but that's what you got to do. You got to keep looking. All right, this is the same lady. She had the Sony TIAC dual cassette deck, reverse and all that kind of stuff. And this item was $59.95 and $29.95 for shipping. So another pretty good pickup here from one lady. This was an interesting one. See, many people, you got to think a little more. Just keep thinking outside the box. Don't be afraid to take stuff that is just in bad shape. This guy instant messaged me, said, hey, I've got 4 Chromebooks and one Dell Latitude. I've got 4 power cords, blah, blah. I think the Latitude was missing the hard drive. So I said, look, he's right around the street. I'll go pick him up. And the worst I can do is I can make, a few bucks off these. I put them up instantly I put them up for 40. I think I put them up for 49 and took an offer for 43 and 29 shipping. So I made $40 for doing really nothing. They were not that hard to package, just a little bit of bubble wrap around each one, and off they went. And I sold them. I sold within a day or two. I just wanted them gone. I just wanted the quick sale, and So don't be afraid. You're going to see another item in here that was done the same way, that they don't work. I put on their C descriptions, parts, I explain to them, and then I take pictures, and off they go. All right, here's another camera. You've seen these from me before, but this was in that little box of 5 that gentleman told me to come pick up. Again, this one, when I put batteries in it, it all seemed to function really nice. And I got $24.95 and I paid the shipping. This is not one of the more expensive ones, but it was like him handing me a free $16, $17, right? And very easy flip. And as I remember, this was in San Francisco. It goes first class. Very simple. All right, the pasta. Let me get over here. Sorry about that one more time. The Pasta Express, another free item. This thing looked brand new, but I couldn't really tell, so I had to say it was used. But anyhow, free on the curb, sold for $49.95, and they paid $29.95 shipping. And again, it sold within a week and a half. It didn't take long at all. I priced these pretty aggressively. I mean, I undercut just a buck or two, but I make sure that I'm sitting in that particular zone, and it worked out really good on this one. All right, let's take a look here. All right. Whoops, let me see what we got. All right, this one here is another broken item. A lady instant messaged me. She had an iMac that did not function. She get it to white screen, and that was all. So I picked it up for free right off her porch, brought it home, put it on my counter, tried to fire it up. All I got was white screen. At that point, I didn't want to mess with it anymore. I knew it was, not worth trying to figure it out. Put it up for sale for, I think I put it up for $79. Ended up taking $68.89, a weird number, and the buyer paid $29.95 for shipping. So another busted item. Any of these iMacs, if you can find those things and you can pay cheap for them and they work, you can get even better money. But again, this was free. I'm not complaining. All right. The next item. We're going to get into the 2 items. This is the one item that I paid money for. All right. The lady had this up. I believe she had it up for $40. I offered her $30. She took the $30. This is an Oculus Rift DK2 virtual reality headset that goes on your eyes. But it's Oculus. That's the brand you want to really look for. Oculus is pretty good. This thing was like brand new in the box. She said her kids couldn't get it to work for themselves. It's a complicated little thing, Anyhow, I went and gave her the $30, and I ended up selling it for $149.95 and $19.95 shipping. So that's $30 for all those items, videos, and everything. So $30 into $917. That's $917. So how did I get to $957? All right. So last night, a gentleman was instant messaging me about he had a TV. Not interested in TVs. I don't do them. So I politely said no. Then he came back and he said, hey, I got a shredder, and there was another item, but they don't work. Are you interested in those? No. I politely said no. And then you're going to see if I can find... Let me see if I can find it. Okay. So here's the message. The message is going to come up. You're going to see the message over here to show you where the conversation ended up going to. Let me get right back to something. Sorry, guys. Oh, my goodness. I got to find all my stuff. Okay, so anyhow, what you're seeing here is the message of me talking to him. He offered me $40 for me to come take the TV. $40. So when I asked, the first thing I wanted to know, I wanted to make sure it wasn't like one of those Mitsubishi 50-inch big old screen TVs. He said, no, it's a 27-inch TV. I didn't even know what brand it was, I didn't even ask. He says, well, will you take it for me? I said, yeah. I said, sure, for $40, no problem. So the next morning is when I went over and I picked up the TV. And he gave me the $40. So the kicker is now, it's a Sony Trinitron 27-inch TV. Works fine, no remote. So now I'm trying to flip that TV for $60 on eBay, local pickup, and I'm putting it on the other sites for $60. I'll take 40, I'll take 30, I'll take whatever I can. I really want to flip this and say to myself, he paid me to pick it up, and then I sold it to make even more money. How crazy is that? So if you think about it, all these items that you saw here, I was actually paid $10 to receive all those items, and I sold them all. And I've got another probably $200 or $300 worth of stuff that is still hasn't sold. So this has got a potential to go to $1,200 easily in the next week or two if I can get rid of the other items, and I will. There's a couple that definitely will sell. All right, had a phone call there. Sorry about that, guys. So anyhow, getting back to it real quick overview. I made $40 from picking the TV up, paid $30 for the Oculus, so I'm $10 ahead on everything that you just saw. Plus I made money. So anyhow, pretty crazy. So that's how you do it, and that's how I'm doing it now. I'm trying to pick up as many things as I can, slowly here and there. I'm trying to pick up items that are free. I've got some other things I picked up tonight, some decanters that I was debating yes or no, but I'm going to lot them up and see what happens. So you can do it, guys. You can make some money out there off of this whole thing if you think about it a little bit and think about how you can make it work. So you are seeing how I work, and anyhow, I really appreciate you guys watching. Hope you got a little bit of value out of this video. If you like it, give it a thumbs up, and if you subscribe, I really appreciate that too. So anyhow, I will be talking to you later. Thanks again.